So right here we have 3 graphics cards, a faked GTX 960, a faked GTX 1060, and an MSI OEM GTX 1060, which really screams NVIDIA with its glorious red PCB. But it has some issues we're going to talk about in a moment, and what I've been doing with it. But first, let's roll that intro and see if we can fix them. So let's begin with a fake GTX 960, and this one has been sold on eBay and Wish.com and perhaps AliExpress, and as you can tell, it is not a GTX 960. If you buy this, plug it into your PC and start GPU-C, it will report as fake immediately, and you won't be able to install official drivers for it, since it is a modded BIOS. So, what card is it really? Well, you just have to remove the cooler, remove some of the thermal paste, and you will see what GPU chip it is. Just Google the text that is white on it. And so this is a GTX 450 Revision 2 model, and I have flashed it back to a GTX 450. But you can't do that with NV Flash, you are locked down from doing it. So what you need is a BIOS programmer. This is the CH341A, and you have a free GPU. That's nice. So we have to see how well it holds up. I mean, it's not good for newer games at all. You wouldn't even consider it. But for like an Windows XP retro gaming PC, it's fine. I mean, it's a free GPU. Can you really complain? So, first GPU, complete success. So next up is the fake GTX 1060. And this one was a lot harder to figure out which chip it was. But from the help of GPU-C, I could see it was a GF116, and that could be a GTX 450 Revision 2 or a GTX 550 Ti. So, thanks to my BIOS programmer, I downloaded the BIOS for a 550 Ti based on the clocks that the GPU-C reported, and it was right. It was a 550 Ti. Everything boots up, works perfectly. So I deem this also a success. So let's have a look at the GTX 1060. This is from a Lenovo PC, and this is an MSI card. But the fun story behind this is that a guy contacted me and wanted me to have a look at his PC because it was black screened and yeah, nothing came up. So I said, come and I take a look at it. It was pretty late at night, but I attempted to start it and it didn't register. It had its 6-pin connected to it. So I opened it up, quickly inspected it. I didn't see any physical damage to it at that point. So I said that I have a GTX 1070 laying around and a better power supply for him. So right before I started the camera and starting to record this video, I plugged this into my test system, which has an Vega 64 on it in the upper PCI slot, and I put this in the lower PCI slot, and everything started up, booted nicely, and in Device Manager it shows as an GTX 1060 6GB. The driver is installed successfully, so there's no errors there. So I thought, well, let's see what happens if I switch them around. So this was in the upper slot and the Vega in the lower slot, and Just see what happens. And there we're back. So I have some more troubleshooting to do with this one. So this one is not yet fixed, but I will lay some time on it there and there when I can, because it would be awesome to get this working again. So that's it for this time. I hope you have enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. And what do you think I should do with these graphics cards? Leave it in a comment down below. And I will soon return with a full tutorial on how to flash graphics cards with a BIOS programmer. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget to subscribe, and I see you all very soon in the next one.